Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the Master Fran Art Stream. I'm your host, Master Fran, here to basically show you that just because I've been gone too long doesn't mean that I'm just gone forever. Hope everyone's doing well. I know I've been kind of gone for a bit, but I think I'm gonna be keeping this a shorter stream because I guess I'm just been tired for most of my entire time. Hope everyone's doing good because I've kind of just been, I guess, running ragged. Kind of just been all over the place in life, whether it's at work and well, no, that's my main catalyst of why I've been just vanished. It's mostly just I spend a lot of days at work, and to put into just more hours to kind of just knock off some notable payments, credit card payments, all that stuff. So I've mostly just been busy just living life. So you probably don't miss me. Like, I don't think many people watch these streams enough to be like, where's Ryan? Where's the stream? You stream every week. And I'll just say that, yeah, I sort of do. And then I kind of just lost interest in keeping up because, I just got bigger priorities in my life. But yeah, it is what it is. The stream might be a quieter stream, so I might just go silent in general. But hopefully this will at least be a nice chill stream for anyone interested in, I guess, my really mid playlist of vaguely spooky music. It's a lot of, scary game related music, and I guess tracks from survival horror and scary games like Ghosts and Goblins, as if that's scary. Oh yeah, it is what it is with that. Shit. So, you're probably wondering what the heck I'm just working on. It's not really much, just coloring an old drawing that I did, posted this Monday of a Stacy the Skunk made, and she's a skunk boarder who I'm starting to build her up as a companion to Claudia the Cat Witch. That's sort of a maid character who ends up cleaning up her mansion. So it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what, why not just color it? Initially just start out with these two colors, and then while I was at work I was like, you know what, I have my iPad with me, I'll just do some little doodles. So I made the back view and I inked the front view, and I believe I actually fumbled. Yep, I fumbled this, so I put the blue lines on this, and so it's kind of just in the wrong spot. But I'll tackle that as I go. It's one of those many different things. But yeah, I'm just living my life, just doing this sketch. This might be the only thing I'm gonna work on today. I think what I'd say what I've been up to is mostly just doing non-art related stuff, just going to work, dealing with work stuff, and trying to get my card bills paid off. But yeah, that's probably just the most notable reason why I've kind of been gone for the past few weeks. I've been working a tiny bit on Black Mass stuff, mostly doing storyboarding stuff. Probably show you the significant things I've been doing, mostly working on storyboards on my iPad, just playing out shots. And then where are you? There's a bear here. Yeah, kind of just working on just very small storyboards. and fumbling around with figuring out what the pixel art for the story is going to look like. This is more elaborate than it should be, and honestly, it probably should be way less shots. But I guess I'm kind of just really getting into it. So, yeah, kind of just having some fun with the bear just grabbing Cole and shit like that. So, kind of just one of those funny little things with that. Little shakedown. Yeah, where's the bear? Yeah, bear's down here, and then Cole gets shaken down. Got one of those funny little things. So it's one of the May storyboard things that I'm tackling at the moment. But if I can try to like work on stuff, get that ready, and then yeah, that's kind of just what I've been up to in terms of Black Mass related stuff. On my programmer's end, he's mostly been working on getting the level design down. I'd say what he's gotten done so far is well, he's gotten a large amount of the trees and things like that, and should be able to get more progress done around the weekend. It might be how that goes. I myself will probably be going to Six Flags Fright Fest with my friends, because I promised them like early in the year, and yeah, I might as well just go. It's one of those things where sometimes I feel like I'm overwhelmed with activities I need to do, and there's nothing I'd rather do is just hide at home and just completely just dead focus on this, just try to ignore the noise of the world and just lock in on this. Lord knows things are kind of in the shit right now, and my job is kind of just in these a bit of a hairy situation, especially since ICE and Trump's fucking goons are in my area. It ain't fun, but that's kind of just how things are going. So far, nothing bad's really happened right now. It's mostly just, a lot of my coworkers see vans kind of stalking the school buses and things like that. So, yeah, my job has procedures for what if I stops the school buses and things like that. Obviously, I'm not gonna let them in the bus if they're asking around, because one, literally no one's supposed to be in the bus, not even the kids' parents, without actual approval. So that's kind of the policy when it comes to just general school policy, is no one comes in the bus unless they're a student or an approved parent. So that's a thing. Of course, there's nothing I can really do if they decide to just pull guns and things like that. Obviously, I probably will just still not let them in, because it's on them to be shooting up a freaking school bus. If they're gonna be dumb enough to shoot a school bus and make themselves look way worse than they already are, you know what? I guess we'll be martyrs. That's all I can really say about that. I kind of just have this weird fatalistic idea about a lot of this stuff, so that's kind of just me, kind of just not in a sense of, I don't know. But right now, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So far, things haven't been too hectic. Most of the real big issues are happening more north of my area, so I don't really need to worry too hard about anything that I need to do. But probably not going to go into the city anytime soon, even though I can probably say, oh, I'm not black, I won't get deported. Well, it's not about whether you're, Mexican or not. It's more just a racism thing. It's literally just racism. is not about immigration at the end of the day. They can lie about saying immigration, but it's all a euphemism for, you know, basically getting rid of the undesirables. So, you know, obviously you can't just let them do that, because, you know, it's something. There's this poem that says first they come for me, but I didn't worry about it because I'm not a Mexican. But then they came for the blacks, and now I gotta worry because I'm black. Shit like that. So it's one of those things where hopefully there isn't much to worry about, but obviously, you know, like, keep an eye open. I keep an eye on specific news sources, more indie news sources. I have unraveled on my Blue Sky feed, just so, just to keep an eye, keep some knowledge on the general, just Chicago goings-ons. So it is what it is with that. I'm surprised Pritzker's doing something, but, you know, who knows how long's that gonna go. But yeah, I mean, if you're worried about me for any reason, don't. Like, I am a-okay in general. Like, nothing, I don't really have anything significant I need to worry about. Maybe I might be taking a trip to Springfield just to represent, you know, me and my co-workers and our union and stuff like that. It's probably not gonna be much. I'm mostly just gonna go there to kind of just get myself educated, get myself a little bit more knowledgeable about working unions and how the heck our politicians are actually doing stuff, things like that. So yeah, it is what it is with that. And, you know, whatever happens, and whatever, hopefully nothing happens. You know, that's all you can really hope for, is that nothing ever happening. So, yeah, I'm trying to not just be bothered, because Lord knows that's kind of the game, is to get you bothered. You know, that's kind of like what these motherfuckers are about, is making you bothered. And as long as you don't let them make you feel bothered, they can't really have power over your joy, so to speak. So, you know, motivational person aside, I mean, you gotta take a lot of this stuff one day at a time. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of other layers to it. I know trans people are kind of getting fucked over in general with a lot of stuff. And obviously, you know, the Mexicans and I think the Puerto Ricans and things like that aren't really faring that well. I heard the Bad Bunny Super Bowl thing, and I'm like, I forgot people are pissed off about that. I'm also really surprised and not surprised that people don't know Puerto Rico's a United States colony. It's not a colony, but it's like it's a U.S. territory. So yeah, Bad Bunny is American, for better and for worse. So yeah, I'm trying not to lose my sanity in general. So tonight is mostly just a slow night of doing nothing, because I don't want to do anything heavy. I just want to veg out and maybe just get some streaming done. I haven't streamed in so long, and I don't even know why I've been so concerned about the fact that I haven't streamed so long. It's kind of just one of those things where, you know, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. No one watches these, but it's one of those things where I don't know who watches these. I don't know who waits for these. You know, some people have commented or, well, they've actually said stuff in real life at like conventions, like tiny conventions, that they try to catch my streams. And of course, some people, they come by my streams every once in a while. So, yeah, it's just one of those many different things that sorry. It's one of those many things that there are occasions where I think, what I'm doing really doesn't matter. Well, it sort of matters, you know, in tiny ways. You know, there's tiny little reasons why it does matter. Right. Merge with layer below, and that should be my line art. The one thing that's legit annoying about digital art is that it's not going as fast as I can draw. That's the one thing that just drives me insane about digital art, is that I can go faster than my machine can take me. Now, it's possible that it's mostly a, you know, I need a better computer, but I hate the fact that I need a good computer to draw as fast as I can traditional. You know, that just sounds stupid to me. So, you know, that's one of the many gripes that I'm trying to get over when it comes to digital drawing. I've been trying to draw more often on my iPad, but a lot of the stuff either, like, you know, it's still not as one-to-one with my artwork, and some things are like not as small and tight. Like, I actually would get clip to be tight enough, but for some reason my iPad, it's not as precise. Like, I'm struggling to get my iPad to have razor thin one pixel brushes like this. That's also slower gradient like this. And despite that, like, sub tool set now, tool settings, yeah, like go back to, yeah, despite the fact that I'm doing my best to kind of like get my curve sync to something remotely similar to this, it still is not, like, the brush size stuff still isn't as correct as I want. Like, I don't know what I can find the iPad that can give me a minimum value with this stuff, because Procreate has whole alternate different frickin' settings and different names for each setting. Same with Krita. I've been trying to learn Krita for a short stint of learning Linux, because Windows is also in my like shit list of life sucks, and I'm trying to make it better, but it's way harder, and I'm angry at the universe that the world is like this type stuff, and I'll just not ramble. But you know, kind of just figuring out how on earth Krita is working with that. And of course, like anything else, it has its own fucking brush settings, so yeah, it is what it is. That's what I feel like I'm missing. I'm missing the tail stuff. Probably like hide you. Maybe tail like this, and like this, and like this. Probably doesn't matter, but it's one of those things where yeah, it should be sweeping like this, something similar to this maybe. Yeah, we could do something like that. I nudge you even further. Like, another thing that's also just bothering me in general is like my pencil brush just looks better than mine. I think one thing that's also kind of just making me a little just frustrated about life is that fuck, that's a bit too. Which one is it? Which one are you? Rusty nib. Think it was round brush. Think it was rusty nib. Shit, it wasn't rusty nib. Which one was it? I think it was color brush. It would have to be color brush. Yeah, because among the many different problems when it comes to working digitally for me personally is I still feel self-conscious about the way I do art for specific things. Like I feel self-conscious the way I render, the way I just do line art, because I feel like more people are into the thinner line art as opposed to a more obvious thick and thin and things like that. And obviously it's probably more on me because I feel like whenever I do thick and thin, it just feels like I'm not in control of my fuck. You know, that stupid ass, goddamn. You know, that's another thing. It all just lags. I switch my brushes, everything like just goes. It's not as yeah, we'll just put it like this. And yeah, I kind of just see a lot of my brush flaws. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, there's little things that kind of like screw me over. Like, I feel like I could probably solve much of my line art problems by just using vector lines, but it's like, I use vector lines, but it just feels like everything just looks stiffer. Like, I feel like my line art just gets even stiffer whenever I use the vector lines. Think I could probably let that go. Probably recolor this, because I think on my iPad I was kind of like doing an off red, but I forgot that this was an off blue, because the I don't know, this was supposed to be, the line art's supposed to be a off red. So let me see if I can also make this. Alright, so off whites, and we're gonna just do this completely live. And again, a lot of my coloring skills is just basic, draw the entire freaking thing. This is not my regular coloring style. I should be using my Copic coloring style, but I'm like, you know what, I'm already in digital mode, so I might as well just do it like this. My coloring style just varies wildly, and that's why I'm such a slow ass artist. I'm kind of just all over the place when it comes to a lot of these things. Shit. No. You know what, I can erase that. I don't know why I keep fretting so much about this. You know, it probably sounds like I'm having a miserable time doing digital art. And you know what? I'm gonna be frank with you. I don't really have a good time streaming my art. Like, I feel, I guess, a compulsion to talk when I don't really feel like it. And that's one of those things where I feel this need to perform instead of just draw. And I can't really get myself in the mindset of like, okay, you're just drawing, no bullshit, you don't have frick, no bullshit, no talking, you just draw, and whoever goes to the chat, they go to the chat, and I just don't fret about it. It's one of those things where like, okay, well, what if someone shows up at the chat? I don't know. It's one of those things where I kind of feel this compulsion to at least talk, because also I want to at least make this sound like a podcast, you know? I like listening to podcasts, so I figured maybe other people do like listening to podcasts, so yeah, I do my best to kind of motherfucker. Yeah, get rid of you. So yeah, I do my best to at least have something interesting to say, but there really isn't much interesting stuff to say for me, honestly. Like, what do I really need to talk about at the moment? I guess I could talk about my weekend. I went to a small convention over the weekend. It was a library show. And it was probably my first library show in probably a year or so. And a lot of it was mostly just me, just sitting at my table and just doing my typical thing of selling my mats. I have a new design of a play mat. I have a specific Magic the Gathering themed play mat. It's a chibi magic play mat. You can get on my online store, and yeah, I mean, it's so far it hasn't sold that much. It's mostly the stickers getting sold. So, you know, there's still mats available. Like some family friends purchased the mats. Others, others are kind of like just saving their stuff. So, it is what it is with that. Come on. So, yeah, doing something like that, and I got the mat from Shark Robot, and compared to the previous place I got my mats, they feel higher quality compared to my previous printer custom mouse pad. They feel much higher quality. Like, the rubber mat feels much thicker than the custom mouse pad ones for the pastry cats. So that's been interesting, kind of just seeing the differences with that. So yeah, I'd say I'm kind of learning how to just get these things working. But yeah, I mean, overall it's pretty straightforward. I probably drew this skirt kind of all not that good, but I probably could stand to study I could stand to study more wrinkles and things like that, because this is a little mid. Plus there's just so many spots where there's so many spots where it kind of just feels like the lines are just unreasonably thick instead of a smooth, thick to thin. I don't know. I'll let this go for a bit. I'll color this in later. Let's see. Put you in. Oh, damn it. Wait, I can save this. Yep, I saved it. Okay, good. Alright. So you'll be this color. Fuck, did I? Oh, I know I did wrong. Okay. Alright. So Yeah, coloring is one of those things where it's like, I can do it, I don't like doing it. I feel less joy when I'm coloring in digital art. But it's one of those things where I felt a slight compulsion to color this, because, you know, I thought, okay, it'd be a small, fast thing to do. You know, knock this out, and it ended up kind of spinning off into something much, much larger. So, you know, kind of just keep at this. You know what? Let's take advantage of the layering here. Take advantage of the hair layering. And of course, the reason I do this is mostly to have a. The reason I do this is mainly to have a kind of a layer system. So the way I kind of was taught to color is I'm taught to color in like specific singular layers, so that whenever you're filling things out, the colors won't move around. Like, arguably, you want to be able to fill this so that there's no solid lines or seams like this. So that way, even if you're printing, like actually on a printer, sometimes the printer will print offset and the black line will be off for a bit. If you do that, the colors will still be consistent enough that, you know, the black lines won't be moving around too much. Plus, like, if you're selecting, you never have to worry about gaps and things like that in your selections. So if your selections have fuzzies and stuff like that, that's mainly why I do this. I learned just comic style coloring from a YouTuber named what's his name, K. Michael Russell, I think. And, you know, he's a comics colorist, and he you know, of course, does a lot of comics coloring tutorials. So that's mainly where I got that coloring knowledge from specifically. It's specifically for like digital art. So he mostly works with Photoshop, but a lot of the principles can move to things like Clip Studio Paint and things like that. So that's kind of the reason why my coloring is probably just much stiffer and more boring compared to something like either my Copic marker work or my proper digital painting. Is just there's a bit of a stiffness to it, and I feel like I just fumble a lot of the coloring with a lot of this stuff. And it's kind of funny. Like, you think, okay, I'm digitally coloring, I have infinite moments to just make a mistake, but I guess in terms of just my mindset, I feel like when I'm in digital, I have to be perfect, because I see other digital artists, they have perfect art, and I just feel jelly. So that's basically the main reason why I just am not much of a person who likes digital painting, is because I feel like I have to do it good from the start. Otherwise, I shouldn't bother in general. Obviously, it's a toxic mindset, but that's just how I just deal with it, and it's on me to get over it or not. Fuck. Okay. Alright. So far, so good. You put the eye color up there yet. Start with the nose, then your eyes. Eyes. I think one thing I need to do is just get rid of this filter so I can actually get some clean color picks. I'm using a typical Bristol board filter that I just scanned from my own scanned art. Like, I actually took a piece of paper and scanned it. Then I made it black and white to, you know, be able to go on any paper that I desire. So that's mainly the reason why it works like that. And it's pretty nice. I feel like it's my best paper texture. All the other paper textures just don't look as good as I want for them. So it's one of those personal things for me where I'm like, you know what? The fact that I'm able to just have this specific personal texture thing, I think it kind of like adds more personal touch to my digital work in tiny ways. So it is what it is with that. So far, so good. Yes. Let me take a drink. All right. You know what? Let's make a like a dark purple, dark desaturated purple, and that'll be how I'll basically make what's essentially a black. Yeah, I hadn't really thought of like a specific color for her specifically. Excuse me. Now I know it's kind of funny. Skunk with a white muzzle is specifically a cartoon skunk thing. Like, actual skunks do not have white muzzles at all, which is kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, sometimes there's going to be breaks from the reality in order to have better composition, because otherwise it's nigh impossible to color most skunks in ink. And you know, in old cartoons, you know, those old Pepe Le Pew cartoons, if he didn't have that muzzle, he'd be impossible to see. So, you know, there had to be specific compromises with that. So, and of course, yeah, one thing that kind of like sucks is that, yeah. One thing that sucks about just the fact that I colored without that filter is that, yeah, that should be red. Yeah, one thing that kind of sucks by coloring straight on that filter, yeah, I need to put that filter underneath, or at least over everything before I actually start coloring, is that you end up getting slightly off colored stuff. So you gotta worry about that. Alright. I'm gonna take this. Anytime I want to pan the camera, it pans the wrong way, and then I just get irrationally angry inside. And life just sucks. You tend to just feel this incredible sense of like, wow, why do I even bother work on my stuff? It doesn't follow my command. Well. Yeah, it's a bunch of just stuff when it comes to working on this. If anything, probably should just fucking A. My brain is going faster than my frickin' program, and I feel like I'm kind of, whenever I press a frickin' button, it doesn't go. I press the button, it needs to flip to my thing, It's not going to my thing fast enough. I think I need to shrink the number of milliseconds that a tool switches, because I think like one of the settings in Clip Studio Paint is a millisecond thing where it can count the milliseconds it takes to switch between tools. So I need to shrink that much slower. Alright. Could just do the proper black. Let's do that. Call it line art. And also, get the back done too. So that, call you line art. Yeah, put that as an off blue. I usually tend to do this for digital work specifically because I don't know if it's a look thing, but I feel like something that's not a legit, like if it's pure black or pure white, it tends to just not look good to people. So I guess I'm being a bit sycophantic with this. Please fucking select my thing. Of course, the tail's the wrong freaking thing. Right. Well, actually, no. You should be this color. That's better. Like, if this was just black and white, the tail would just be black. Think so. And I could probably just dump you, make you a non-clipping mask, and get rid of the get rid of this stuff. All the non-colored parts here. Okay. It is what it is with that. Yeah, this was already black. This is the actual ink. Like, half of this is traditional, half of this is digital. Like this stuff, this and this is digital, while this and this is traditional. And we're going to edit, crop. Change canvas size. Put you at 30. Let you forward. And it'll just recrop as I see fit. And we'll call this the flats layer. The black fills. That should be plenty. Probably irrelevant and unnecessary, but I kind of like doing stuff like this. I like a good fill black, personally. That's kind of just my personal just art thing, is just let me fill black lots of stuff, which is half the reason why I prefer traditional over digital, is just I just have that opportunity to just use to fill black. One thing that kind of like sucks about these razor thin things is that even though I have a larger brush, it still doesn't go as razor thin as I need it to go. Still, I mean, it's one of those things where it's kind of working. It's working enough. I'm kind of just seeing what fold will like shine if I do this specifically. Yep. Yeah, I need to do a better stream later. I just really just want to just get something out here to kind of say, hey, I'm alive. This stream was literally just a, hey, I'm alive, I'm not dead stream. So it is what it is with that. I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing for the next stream. I don't even know if I'm gonna come back to streaming again. I can't make any promises, especially after I've just been constantly doing a disappearing act. So yeah, it is what it is with that. I will try to not disappear again, but you know, it just depends, just life. If life is in the way, I will need to disappear once again to just do stuff. If life is not in the way, you know, it's not in the way, and I'm not doing, you know, just stuff to get out of my credit card debt. But you know, I'm nearly out of it. It's just a few more payments to go. You know, I'd say because I currently have like, what's it, 3,000 specifically, so I can probably just knock that out. And my general card limit is 20,000 because I've been having it forever. But I managed to, one, get my student loans forgiven, so I'm financially better at the moment, probably better than, you know, most people. So I'm trying to take that fortune and do better with that, because no one else is going to have this same opportunity than me, and I always feel like I'm squandering my opportunities like every day. Like I'm always feeling that, where I always feel like, man, I am completely fumbling everything. So you know, it is what it is with that. And I could probably just have this be a straight on silhouette. Since you can't see what the sleeve looks like, it's not like... Yeah, well. Fuck. Got it. I'm so sleepy. I'm at least gonna get this coloring done, because stream's probably just gonna be a shorter stream. Not gonna be too precious about. Gotcha. All right. All right, that looks good. So far, so good. Honestly, yeah, I'll probably just let this go. I'm feeling real tired. Let's crop this. Yeah, again, this is a much shorter stream. I don't even know if I'm really willing to work. Excuse me, I'm just burpy. I don't even know what I want to say at the moment. I just don't have much I want to talk about. How long have I been streaming right now? Only an hour. Not horrible, but you know, it's much less. But yeah, it's one of those things where probably just gonna keep this short. But yeah, I mean, this is an okay model sheet for anyone. I probably should make a larger head sketch of the maid headdress, because like this back view, I'm not really making it clear whether the doily is, you know, behind the ears and stuff, because it ends at the ears, yet on this side the ears show here, yet on this side the ears still show at the side. So I am not making it clear. Plus now I'm noticing the ears freaking disappear, and it has a back end. So I really need to figure out how on earth the actual maid thing looks. Plus I keep not including my cross hatching. Oh well, I'll let this go for now. And I don't know when I'll stream next time, but I'm going to probably just wrap things up for now. It's about 9 and I'm feeling hella tired. I will see you all next time. I don't know if I'll stream next week, but I'm gonna make an attempt. You know, subscribe, hit the notification, and it will, you know, Twitch will at least let you know, hey, I'm live again. So thank everyone who actually showed up. This is a very secret stream, I'd say. I'm not really making it crazy public, but you know, it is what it is with that. Anywho, I'm going to bed. I will see you all next time. Have a good night.